Now, you spoke about the pledge that everybody had to sign. Interestingly, you were pledging to also assist the people around you. It wasn't just to not be a bully, but it was to stand up for those who are being bullied. How would that play out?
If I have like a friend that's being bullied, and I can see that it's not really good for him, he's upset and such, I would try to help him, try to be like focused on him, just try to uplift his spirits a bit, give him a bit of a boost.
And that really is all about the sense of community that we've spoken about before, Dave, that you've said is really important when it comes to our education system.
Look, and with our pledge, it's very much, we always tell them, don't do this and don't do that and don't do that. But with our pledge, it's more a case of highlighting what we should be doing. We will not, discriminate against one another because of our differences. We will not take it out on somebody because they do things at a slower pace than what we do. We will respect them because we are aware of the fact that there are differences. But together that we will stand together and stand up against it. So that is why it's not a punishment that we're doing. It's not the punishment perspective from which we are doing it. It's more from building them up and teaching them what skills they need in order to deal with it positively.
Dave, let's talk to the parent who's watching this video who is concerned that perhaps their child is on the receiving end of being a bully, or even their child is a bully themselves. What is your advice to parents when addressing the issue?
Look, the most important thing is always that they need to be in contact with the school. Together, the school, the principal, whoever's in charge of the bullying campaign or the safety of the kids at school, they need to get together with the parent. They need to be able to talk about the issue openly. I mean, we don't always want to know that our children are doing things that they shouldn't be doing, because that's not how we've taught them. But if this is happening, there's got to be mutual communication. Otherwise, the problem is going to become isolated either at home or at school, and you're never going to actually address the issue. So it is very important for parents, yes, watch your child's behavior. If you pick something up, and it's not just a once-off thing, because that's the thing we need to remember about bullying, is that it's an ongoing breakdown of somebody else. It's not just kids get to grade 7 and grade 8 and they become very catty with one another and they fight, and then tomorrow it's over and they're best of friends again. So it is an ongoing, deliberate act to hurt somebody else. And if your child for 2 or 3 or 4 days is behaving in a manner that you're not used to, contact the school, speak to them, find out, is there an issue? Or if they're not aware of it, can they just keep an eye out on it, and if it becomes evident that there's an issue, can they investigate it? We cannot deal with these problems on our own. It has got to be a mutual trust relationship between school and parent.
Let's turn our attention to educators who are watching this interview and who think that perhaps this is something that could be implemented at their schools. Where would you suggest they begin an initiative, a similar initiative, at their educational institution?
The first and the most important thing is that all educators need to stand up and commit to not being bullies. Because it's not only children that bully one another. They need to first of all make that commitment. Then they need to educate themselves about what it is all about. And from there they will take it to the children. Teach the children what it's about, teach them what to do and what not to do. And also include your parents. Do the same workshop with parents so that everybody's on the same page regarding what it is about and what the effects of it can be. And then from there it's got to be an ongoing, you can't just do it once a year and then think that people are going to stick to it. It's got to be an ongoing thing that happens in your school.
Dave and Adam, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.